Hello, I'm Vincent Creel, the Public Affairs Manager for the City of Biloxi, here to deliver today's Be Prepared report. This is being recorded on Monday, September 21st, 2020 at 3:30 in the afternoon. Today we have information on a number of city issues, including a new restaurant that might be coming downtown and a video salute to our Biloxi Lighthouse. But first, the numbers. Today, the Mississippi State Department of Health reports that in the past 24 hours, 192 new cases of the coronavirus were identified statewide. Over the weekend, we saw more than 1,100 new cases throughout the state. This brings the statewide total of new cases since mid-March to more than 93,000 cases, as you can see in this chart. You will also notice that we've had more than 2,800 deaths attributed to the coronavirus statewide since mid-March, but none in the past 24 hours. This chart shows you the 14-day track on cases statewide. In Harrison County, we've seen 11 positive tests in the past 24 hours, and we saw 36 new cases reported in Harrison County over the weekend. Since it all began in mid-March, we've seen more than 3,700 positive tests in Harrison County and 72 deaths. Here's the 14-day track for Harrison County, which shows the number of cases each day and the average. You will notice that red line, the daily average. It continues to trend downward. Please keep the safety protocols in mind. Wear that mask and keep your distance. Relief efforts are still underway for victims of Hurricane Sally. If you want to help, the Biloxi Fire Museum has set up a GoFundMe account where you can donate online safely and securely. Funds raised help with the purchase of equipment to help restore homes for first responders in the devastated areas. The city auction of surplus and seized equipment on Saturday brought in more than $100,000. We thank the 700 or so people who turned out for this event. A new restaurant may be coming to downtown Biloxi. On Tuesday, Mayor Andrew Fofo Gillich will be asking the Biloxi City Council to approve an agreement with CB's Jamaican Jerk to open a restaurant on the bottom floor of the old Biloxi Public Library on Lemieux Street. You can see the entire City Council agenda and supporting documents on the city website, and you can watch the meeting as it happens on the city's live feed Tuesday. During the city's recent brush with Hurricane Sally, thousands of people at one time or another tuned into the city's Lighthouse cam. We leave you today with a video vignette about the Biloxi Lighthouse, our signature landmark. We'll see you again on Friday. Until then, stay safe.
The Biloxi Light is an enduring symbol of the Mississippi Gulf Coast and a source of immeasurable pride and hope for Biloxi residents. Built in 1848, the lighthouse aided ships making their way across the Mississippi Sound between New Orleans and Mobile. The lighthouse was pre-constructed of cast iron, and the interior was lined with brick. It was the third cast iron lighthouse in the United States and the first in the South. At 65 feet tall, the Biloxi Light is the only lighthouse to stand in the middle of a major thoroughfare, Highway 90. In its first 93 years, only 6 people held the title of keeper of the Biloxi Light, 3 of them women who maintained the lighthouse for a total of 74 years. One of them, Maria Youngins, served as keeper for over 50 years. The light was electrified in 1926 and became automatically operated in 1938. In 1941, the lighthouse was transferred to the Coast Guard. It was decommissioned in 1967 and then became the property of the city in 1968. It has been operated ever since as a private aid to navigation, continuing to guide recreational boats and fishing vessels to safe harbor. In 1973, it was listed on the National Register of Historic Places, and in 1987 was declared a Mississippi landmark. In its more than 160 years in service, the Biloxi Light has weathered nearly 20 hurricanes. In 1860, the storm surge from a hurricane damaged the foundation of the lighthouse, causing it to tip 2 feet off its vertical axis. It was repaired by excavating some of the sand under the lighthouse and letting gravity do the work. A concrete breakwater was installed in 1924 to prevent further damage from storm surge. Still, this wasn't enough to prevent the devastating wrath of Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Katrina's storm surge rose a record 21.5 feet above sea level at the lighthouse and more than 30 feet at other parts of the coast. The storm severely damaged the lighthouse and destroyed its electrical system. Within hours of the storm, the lighthouse took on iconic significance. It was bruised and battered, but stood tall amid the piles of debris, a symbol of the resilience of the residents of the Gulf Coast. City officials soon set about restoring the lighthouse, bringing in experts to conduct extensive tests and identify the bricks, mortar, and paint that were originally used. All new electrical wiring was installed. And despite its vulnerability to future storms, the door was replaced with a historically accurate wooden door. The restoration was completed with a relighting celebration on February 19, 2010. Today, the beloved landmark is one of the most photographed icons in Mississippi. It is an inseparable part of Biloxi's identity, bridging land, sea, and generations of Biloxians. No longer just a beacon to seafarers, the Biloxi Light stands as a proud testament of resilience, representing all those who have weathered the storm.